life was the first and greatest gift that God bestowed on mankind. In order to live the meaning of life, God refurbishes to show His love, compassion, concern, and above all, His providence to all the people in all spheres and circumstances of life. The mighty Creator fulfills all His promises and plans to provide for His faithful people, whether in happiness, suffering, joy, or sorrow. He fashions a magnificent masterpiece. We definitely need to stop and reflect on it, and we will see that God is seeking to weave a beautiful tapestry in our life.
Reason and faith combined gives us the answer. Everything that happens in this world is within the spectacle of God's working. Providence means God's foresight, the way He anticipates and prepares us for the future. It is the way God guides and stirs our life personally and individually. However, the terrible scourges that affect our human race gives us the thought to reflect on His providence. Today, on this memorable occasion, we would like to recount before you a photoplay of our distinguished St. Charles Borromeo, solace of the afflicted.
Our patron, St. Charles Borromeo, was predetermined to carry out his zeal of serving God in a more fervent and generous way by dedicating his entire life to the people of Milan. In the Middle Ages, plagues, famine, and war took their turns in making their appearance with frightful regularity.
In the year 1570s, Milan was struck by famine and plague. Because of the heavy tax levied on agriculture, the rural people thought it was not worthwhile to till their fields.
These rural people understood their want and poured into the cities. Upon arriving, they realized and disconcerted to find that there were multitudes of people starving, unemployed, and roaming in the streets. A sad spectacle of misery. Among these poverty-stricken swarms were Joe and Clara, who lived in Milan with their 2 children.
Joe, like others, was severely hit by misery and terror. He had to struggle hard to earn a loaf of bread. He goes to different places in search of some menial jobs, which were in vain.
Oh God, how am I gonna feed my family? This misery kills.
Fine, I will start. No, I have to start. I will start. No, I will start. Come on, Alina. Even I'm hungry.
What happened, Alina?
I'm hungry, Mom. Give me something to eat.
Don't worry, Alina. Your dad will get something for us to eat.
Okay, Mom. I will wait.
How can I explain the plight of ours to my children? How can I appease my children's hunger? Oh God, I don't even know whether Jules is getting something for us to eat.
Oh God, my children are waiting for food. What am I gonna say to them?
Dad! Mom, Dad has come. You want something for us to eat? Dad has come. I think he has bought something to eat.
Joe, what happened?
Clara, I have heard nothing but left all of you in extreme hunger.
about sunrise? What about rain? What about all the things that you said were yet to gain? What about killing fields? Is there a time? What about all the things that you said were yours and mine? Did you ever stop to notice all the blood we've shed before? Did you ever stop to notice the crying of the sweeping shore? What have we done to the world? Look what we've done. What about all the peace that you pledged your only son? What about flowering fields? Is there a time? What about all the dreams that you said was yours and mine? Did you ever stop to notice all the children dead from war? Did you ever stop to notice the crying of the sweeping shore?
But Joe, I've heard from people that there is still a solace, the place where poor and unfortunate people go in order to quench their hunger. Cardinal Borromeo is tirelessly feeding thousands of poor people.
Oh, is it so, Clara?
Let's go there, Mom. Let's go, Dad.
Come, let's go distribute some bread and soup to the people who are dying out of hunger.
My daughter is dying in hunger.
My hand. I'm hungry. Food. Bed.
What a disturbing sight to see all suffer like this. Please come, have something.
Wake up. There's a comforter for us.
Take this shock, you'll feel warm.
Alina, I can see someone providing food. Yes, right, even I can see.
Yes, it's Father Charles who's providing food for the poor.
There is still a comforter for us.
Father Charles, I am late. My leg is broken.
I know you're suffering, don't worry. God is testing each and every one of you. As followers of Christ, you need to pray for your safety, the safety of mankind. Let's pray.
In 1576, there broke out in Milan that violent plague, which has gone down in the history by the name the Plague of St. Charles. The plague-stricken people were left uncared. It was a squalid place without any beds or other accommodations. people inside this place had no longer any hope on human aid. No people had ever set their foot into the lazaretto. Stepping inside meant not only death for the people, but a horrible death.
Some people noticed this and they wanted to complain it to the higher authorities. But it did not prove any help. So they thought of going to St. Charles for help.
Father Charles! Father Charles!
What happened? Why are you so panicked?
After God, Father Charles here to comfort her.
You are the one who can help the people in Lazaretto. They have left uncared. Look at them. Please do something, Father Charles. Please.
Okay, get up.
Please.
Get up. I have understood and realized how sad it is for God's children dying and left uncared in Lazaretto. We will immediately speak to the authorities.
Thank you, Father Charles.
Let's go.
Thank you.
As soon as St. Charles learnt about the foreboding of the people and met the authorities and demanded them to take suitable measures in order to protect the welfare of the people in Lazaretto.
Good man, there is injustice happening to the people of Lazaretto.
Father Charles, we are helpless and only told you that people are infected with plague and we can't let them close contact.
At least let the religious men go and cater their needs. The dying have to be anointed and the living have to be given confidence to relive their lives. Please consider my plea.
Do you think will there be any legal issues?
I think we can let him do. There shouldn't be a problem.
Yes, Father Charles, you can help people in Lazaretto.
We grant you the permission, Father Charles.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
St. Charles was a capable and disciplined man who brought about peace and order. He was quick to grasp the needs of the time and was practical in his decision.
At the time of plague, St. Charles had enriched his library with about hundreds of medical books. He had also laid down certain health regulatories which were to be strictly followed by the people.
May God bless you, people of God. These are the health regulatories you all need to follow. Keep yourself safe from famine and plague. Vagabonds to be kept out.
Oh, immigrants should not be allowed into the cities.
Gathering of people to be avoided. The coins distributed have to be kept in a tiny vessel containing vinegar as a means of disinfectant. The houses affected with plague have to be marked with a cross made of lime to warn the people. Cats and rats are to be exterminated as they are the carrier of the disease. Please go ahead and carry out this mission.
St. Charles did all this charity in a heroic way, as to hide with its splendor the memory of the plague. He also intensified prayer and public devotion. St. Charles Borromeo was so generous enough that he had sold all the things in his place and sacrificed all his goods. There were days when St. Charles was left with nothing to eat. But after the plague ended, the zealous pastor knew how to make everything converge for the good souls.
St. Charles Borromeo wanted his followers to spread the mission throughout the world. His philanthropic act reached to different parts of the world. The Sisters of St. Charles Fraternity are serving the people with the same zeal as their patron saint, St. Charles Borromeo, did. Even in the midst of this global pandemic, COVID-19, our sisters have been inspired and motivated to spend their life in the service of God's people, serving the poor and the destitute. They are the living sign of God's compassionate love.
On this auspicious day, we would like to extol the valuable services rendered by our sisters to this soil, the abundant fruits your toil bore to benefit the world, and your spirit of enthusiasm to love and live a religious life.